Hey guys, give me 1 second. KIRKSHINTA TURNIPSEED here. My stand keeps dropping. But anyways, thanks for hopping on. Today I'm gonna go over how I manifested over $3,000 in 7 days. Yeah, I'm gonna go into how that happened, and I'm excited to kind of break it down, what manifesting is, you know, the process of what I did, and how you could begin manifesting whatever you want, rather if you want to earn income or whatever it is in your life. So let me first go over what manifesting is. Hey Savella, thanks for hopping on. So what manifesting is putting action, the key word is action, putting action to an intention that you have for your life or for your reality. So one intention that I have is to create a sustainable business and to build a 6-figure business. That's an intention that I have. There are certain actions that I'm going to have to do to manifest that, but that's the intention that I have, okay? Now, another part of manifesting is partnering up your perception. So what you think, mindset, what you think about everyday life and the situations around you and your language. So you have to partner up the two. You have to partner up your perception of everyday life, things that are going on around you, and your language. So what you say to yourself and how you speak to yourself is really is really important in the manifestation process. So it's not just intention and action, it's language and perception, what you think and your mindset. So these are areas that in the manifesting process, I had to work on a lot in myself. Let's go back, let's reverse engineer what I said first. So I said putting action to intention. For a long time, I stopped dreaming. I stopped even having any intentions for myself. I had no intentions for myself. I would literally wake up and go from day to day. And that was my process, because I was like, oh, well, this is the way it's going to be. Oh, well, right? When you start thinking that this is all it's going to be, that's all it's going to be. And for a long time, that was my reality. So then I made a decision that I was going to start creating a different reality for myself. Okay? So that was the intention. All right? The action part, you know, that was the hard part. It's not always easy to take action, especially when you're in certain circumstances. I'm not going to ever tell anybody that the taking action part is easy, but it must be done. If you want a different life for yourself, you can't complain about it. You can't say, oh, well, I've been dealt this crappy hand of circumstances. You have to do work to change it. That's it. Your life doesn't get any better by, you know, not doing anything, not taking action, okay? So then I had to partner up my perception of what was going around me with my language. I had to begin to speak positive life and positive affirmations to myself. I had to say, I am, you know, a multiple, you know, 4-figure earner, or whatever you say to yourself. I had to say to myself that I will position myself for success, because that's the other thing. When you want, like, let's say you wanted to go buy a house, that house wouldn't just appear. You would get enrolled in a home buyer program. You would start taking baby those steps. Hey, Sasha. You would begin taking baby steps, right? You would get in a home buyers program. You would start saving for a down payment, right? So these things don't just happen in your life. You start taking baby steps to manifest. That's the action part, to manifest in your life. You start visualizing yourself in this home, right? You start visualizing yourself in this home, right? So then it becomes so, because you want it so bad. Your intention is set. You put the actions behind it. You visualize, you like, I'm going to be a home buyer. You say to yourself, I'm going to be a home buyer. And then it becomes so. And so it is with what I decided that I wanted to start creating for myself. I said that I wanted a new financial reality where there's no limits on what I can make. There's no limits on what income that I can earn. And that's hard for a lot of people to manifest, because in their mind, they don't believe that that's possible. It took me a lot of work to get my mind to that point. And I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. But like last night, I called one of my accountability partners, and I was in tears, because I just was like, when you start seeing God, because manifestation is a spiritual process. let me say that. Let me back up and say that. Manifestation is a spiritual process. And again, it's a process. You're working through something. So I've been working through this for a long time. And to start seeing it unfold from the commitment and the work and the visualization of where I want to go, to see it unfold. I was literally in tears last night, right? So this is a spiritual process. So then the next part of the manifestation process is you want to put things in alignment so that your desires, so what you want, your values and your actions line up. They all got to line up. So for example, you say that you want to create a business, but you don't have any office hours, or you show up willy-nilly in your business, then your actions aren't lined up with what you say you want. They're not lined up. So you can't manifest that. They're not lined up. So that's part of how I got to manifesting $3,000 in a week, was because I put my intentions in place. I positioned myself in place, knowing full well that I had the vision of where I was going, that I was going to put in the work to go where I was going, and that I was going to put in the investment to go where I was going, period. All right. Now, the next thing is, part of the manifestation process is you need to tie what you want to an emotion. Because if you can't feel anything, or you just setting intentions because you think that's what you should want, you're told that's what you should want. Like, for example, when I used to do weight loss, I would hear people all the time say, I want to lose weight because my doctor said I should lose weight. But do you want to lose weight? Right? Is there a feeling that you feel why you should lose weight? Right? If there's no emotion to it, you're not going to do it. Right? When people say I'm tired of being broke, they're normally not. Right? Until you get in that point where you've hit rock bottom and you sitting in looking at your paycheck and it's bounced and you're taking payday loans and things like that, and you're really tired of that, then you'll do something to change it. Right? So you have to have an emotion to be able to get to the point where you want and are willing to do what it takes to change. I'm not saying, like, that was an extreme example, but I'm just saying that you have to have an emotion. So that gets to the next part of what my manifestation process kind of looks like. Okay, so every morning I go through this process of sitting down, and what I do is I close my eyes and I visualize where I see myself going, not where I am. I close my eyes and I visualize where I see myself going. Okay? And I make sure that I don't visualize the next day. I don't visualize even the next, 6 months. I visualize the big, grandiose goals. I'm going to visualize them. And you know what happens during that visualization process? Normally I cry during that time. Like, tears are streaming down my face because I'm visualizing myself, where I'm going, where I want to be. I can feel, again, tying into that emotion, I can feel myself there. I can visualize the money going into my bank account. I could visualize my income changing. I could visualize myself being able to change my economy, right, with what's happening to me. So that's a big part, is the visualization. I have a manifestation routine. Now the next part is, after I'm done visualizing, this is part of my manifestation process, I immediately make my to-do list and my action plan for the day. Because without action, manifestation is nothing. Okay? And part of it is I have accountability partners that hold me accountable to my goals. I have an 8 p.m. appointment today with my accountability partner, and best believe she's going to ask me, girl, all these things you've been saying you want to manifest in the next, week, month, 6 months, where are you on that? Accountability is important in manifestation too. Okay? And then making sure that you're speaking to yourself. Remember I said language is important. So speaking to yourself in terms of I am, I will, and I have. One more time. I am, I will, and I have. I almost skipped one. So I don't know if you guys have seen the Secret. Okay? And they talk a lot. Oh, watch the Moses Code. Watch the Moses Code. It talks about the power of I am. Okay? You have to start speaking to yourself and willing yourself to win and to be something that you want to be. So I always speak to myself as I am, even though if I'm not there yet. I'm getting there. Hey, April. I am a six-figure earner. I am this, I am that. And I'm not just saying this for just to say it. Some people like to say this stuff just to say it. I say it because I know what's going to change with that. I can change my family's legacy. I can change my own legacy. I can do different things. I can improve my mental health in my environment, right? Those are the emotions that I feel when I'm visualizing and manifesting. Okay, so when I say I am, I'm saying I am healthy. I am strong. Whatever it is that you want to be, start with saying I am. Even if you're not there yet. Uh-oh, my internet is messing up. Hold on one second. Okay, the next thing is I will. That's where you get to the action. What will you do? What will you do? I will today be committed to my business. I will, right? I am, I will. And then I have. What are the things that you have? This is where you start with gratitude, which is a part of the manifestation process. So when I say I have, I start with, in my manifestation process, thanking God today of what I have. Lord, I thank you today. I thank you today. Even if, even when my world was going crappy, I said, I thank you today, Lord, that today I was able to put my feet on the ground today. Today I have, and I thank you today that I have peace of mind. I thank you, and I have today. I thank you, God, that today I was able to give a child a hug, right, when I was teaching. I was like, Lord, these kids bad, but Lord, I thank you that I was able to give somebody a hug. So whatever you have, be grateful for what you have. So that's it. I am, I will, I have. All right. So I hope this was of value to you. If you're watching this on Facebook, make sure you drop a 1 if you're watching this for the first time, and a 2 if you're watching this on replay. If this was of value, drop a star or something, or an emoji. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.